Hey, what's up you guys? It is 6 in the morning here. I'm in a place called Zihuatanejo, which is on the coast of Mexico. Yesterday we drove about 8 or more hours from Tuxco in the middle all the way down here. It was a long day of driving, but we are out here early this morning because we are going to the fish market. Our Airbnb host told us that the fish market was something really cool to see in the morning, but you have to be here by around 7 or else you might miss it, because I'm guessing all the good fish are bought up pretty early on in the morning. So we are here looking. It seems like we found the right place. We're down by the water now, and we're looking to see some fish get sold. Jordan, I think we found it.
That's right, sir.
You buying any fish this morning?
Just one. Just the best one.
Just the best one, alright. So what happens is all the fishermen come back early in the morning with all the fish that they've caught, and they sell the freshest ones to the markets. And usually the people who want the best fish for their restaurants come very early and pick out the best fish, or try and barter for, you know, some of the best slices of meat here in the morning. But of course, you know, everything starts super early, so it's very early, but it's still dark out, which I'm surprised there's so many people down here, because I guess it's all restaurant owners pretty much. See, they're weighing it right there. Sí. Ahí está. Everyone who came probably first bought these bad boys right here. These big ones probably got bought up first, and the smaller ones probably later on. One thing I've noticed, Mike, that I think is pretty funny and interesting is everyone carries around a shopping cart.
The big buckets.
Yeah, the buckets. So everyone's got their own shopping cart for fish. So what I've gathered so far is most of the medium-sized fishes are about 70 per kilo, 70 pesos, which is roughly like $5 per kilo of fish, which doesn't seem too bad, especially for the medium-sized fish. So I'm guessing the small and big ones aren't too far off, depending on how rare they are. Hola.
Hola, Crayola.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Crayola?
It's like a saying.
Did you call me a crayon?
Yeah, it's like hola, Crayola, or hola, te apesta la cola.
What does that even mean?
Your ass stinks.
What? Is that like a common saying?
Yeah. When you're a kid, you're like you play with those things.
What is it?
This is not the intro I was looking for, but anyway, it is now a couple hours later. We've come out to the beach because Mike actually found there is this Jesus Cristo underwater, like you can go snorkel to off an island here.
Actually, so we were talking to one of the tourism reps here in Zihuatanejo named Desiree, and she said, hey, you might be interested in finding this giant statue underwater, which for us is like, yes, we are 100% interested in finding a giant statue underwater. So we have fish food, tortillas, we're getting snorkels, we got a boat, and we're gonna go find it.
Yes! We got a boat, a private boat for ourselves for 100 pesos each. 400 pesos, what's that in US? Like,
it's like 400 pesos.
400 pesos.
Like 20 bucks.
25 bucks for 400 pesos for a private boat for us for like an hour to go snorkeling, go around the beach and everything. Pretty good. Oh my god.
73 kilos.
73 kilos. Oh my god. I gotta convert that real quick to pounds. 73 kilos is 160 pounds, this thing right here. It took them
73 kilos.
73 kilos. It took them 4 guys to lift this thing up, and they got another one almost as big next to it. Look, they're about to weigh it over there. That, I don't think I've ever seen a tuna that big. Imagine being the guy reeling that in this morning.
I know, man.
We'd be like, shit, we need a bigger boat.
Almost as much as me.
Yeah, same here. That fish weighs almost as much as me. Wow. That's cool though. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Jorge.
Jorge. Cody. Nice to meet you.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. Gracias.
Cuidado con la cabeza.
My heart will go on.
Totally wanted right now. It's not a good photo. There we go, that's much better. Alright.
You're just looking at my butt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get closer.
So we've made it out into the middle of the water. We're just off the coast of this beach out here called Las Gatas, the cats, the female cats. And we're right above the Jesus Cristo underwater. I've got the GoPro right now. We're about to jump off the boat and see if we can go find this thing. Ready, amigos?
Ready?
Ready, amigos?
Ready!
Vámonos!
Vámonos!
Mescal.
We have come out to this place called a Mescaleria. Much later now, and we've come out to this place called a Mezcaleria. That was my best take. That was like the third or fourth one. Here we are, and Mike, why don't you give me a better explanation as to what we are doing?
Mezcaleria is not an easy word to say if it's your first time trying to say it. We're at SUNKEN in Zihuatanejo, and here we have Alfonso, who is our bartender who is serving us mezcal. Mezcal and tequila are very similar. I would say mezcal is like tequila's evil brother if tequila had an evil brother, but it is has a wide variety of flavors and tastes, and it's very similar actually. So tequila is made with blue agave, one species of cactus almost, looks like aloe vera, and has to be made in one specific region of Mexico called Jalisco. Mezcal is made with any other 1,000 different types of this plant called agave, and it can be made anywhere. The best tequila all comes from Jalisco because the earth is the best. The best mezcal comes from Oaxaca, a little bit south, and this is what distilled cactus looks like.
Interesting. And so you were saying there was one other thing. There was one other key component that he mentioned that I wasn't a fan of, but he'll explain. The whole shots thing.
Right. So tequila is drank as a punishment in Canada and USA. You do it for your birthday, you shoot it back, and you might go visit a toilet later.
Yeah.
Here, I was living here for the first couple months, and I went to my girlfriend's family's house. They gave me a shot of tequila, and I went boom, and they're like, "What are you doing? That was expensive." Here, you sip. You just sip. Take a bite of orange. Sip, 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 sip. And that's how you do it.
So not only is it most likely not gonna taste the best, but you have to slowly sip it. It's like sipping a shot.
I've grown to prefer mezcal because again, there's so many different kinds. It's become like the new hipster cool thing in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, totally. And honestly, there's some good ones. And there's some really good tequila here. We're used to drinking like crappy bootleg,
right? Yeah,
crappy
yeah.
shit. Here, there's some good stuff, man.
Okay. I always see in the movies when like the bartenders will drink with the patrons. So I'm gonna see if Mike can ask him.
Trago para ti. ¿Quieres beber juntos con nosotros? Sí.
See.
Sí.
All right, let's do it.
Me llamo Mike.
Mike,
Me llamo Cody.
Cody,
Alfonso?
Alfonso.
To Alfonso.
To Alfonso.
Yes.
Gracias, amigo.
Gracias. Salud.
Very good.
Amores means lovers.
Amores. We're lovers.
This is mi favorito.
Man, that's the name of this one?
Yeah.
Amores.
This
means
one is
lovers.
Alfonso's favorite. It's called Amores. It's from Oaxaca, which apparently has some of the best mezcal in Mexico, and it tastes delicious. I think it's probably one of the smoothest ones, right?
Right?
Oh, super smooth. And you kind of chase it with an orange because you're supposed to sip it. So you sip, eat an orange, sip, eat some more orange. You're good. You're drinking with Alfonso. Gracias, Alfonso.
Sí.
Pretty amazing, huh?
He was such a rad guy, man.
He was.
Talked about the history of mezcal, talked about his past, talked about the place. Super cool. Mexicans are so like
Welcoming.
Yeah,
And like
exactly.
friendly, yeah. Now to find some food at 1:30 in the morning. I've got this Hawaiian dish special. Basically, they make all this Hawaiian dish together. It's like Hawaiian meat, pineapple, ham, whatever else is in a Hawaiian pizza basically. But with chicken, you put it in a little taco and then you eat 3 of them. And that's a dinner at 1:30 a.m. Thank you guys so much for watching my fun day here in Zihuatanejo, Mexico. Make sure you subscribe so you know when my next video comes out, which is actually the abandoned mansion here in Mexico. It was one of my favorite places I ever explored, and it was our last day here in Mexico. So make sure you subscribe for that, and check out my last videos if you have not watched them already. Lastly, make sure to check out the Patreon community if you want to learn how to travel cheap, stay fit, and learn how to grow your brand. And that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and explore the world.